classroom corner. How are you guys? It is a new month. It's August. How is it August already? Just a second ago, it feels like a couple days ago, it was January. This year has been like the slowest, fastest year ever. It's been pretty crazy. But I hope you're doing well. I'm having a good day, good week. Just finished up some summer classes, so I have my summer back, and I hope you guys are enjoying your summer as well. Last full month before school gets properly started, so we'll see where that goes. I'm excited. I hope you're excited for today's lesson. We got new posters. Super exciting. We have 3 posters, and 2 of them are poster piece puzzles. Poster piece posters. Sure. Poster piece posters. So, of course, I'm excited about that, and I hope you guys are excited about that too. So, we're going to go ahead. Oh, there it is. Okay. I didn't know where the story was. We'll go over the posters, don't worry. You'll be able to see them without me blocking the way here. But we're actually going to be doing a lot of building with today's Bible story. Not actual building, unfortunately. But maybe if you have some building blocks, sure, go grab them. If you have building blocks, go grab them. Anything that you can build with, go ahead and grab them, because we are building something today. I didn't bring building blocks with me, but if you guys want to bring building blocks along, go for it. Go ahead, pause the video, get some building blocks over here. Go for it. So, we're going to be building a certain thing, and this certain thing is going to be a tent. We're going to be building a tent. So, Moses, remember good old Moses, he was the one who freed the slaves from Egypt, and he was on that journey to the promised land, and all that good things. So we're kind of going back in time, because we talked about him before, but that was after he passed it on, but it's alright. So we're going back in time a little bit, it's okay. So Moses went up to the mountain to talk to God. So, he just went up to the mountain, he wanted to have a chat with God, and God said to him, I want people to have a special place to worship me. Have them build a big tent. So God's like, hey, can you build that tent, Moses? And Moses, do you think he said yes or no? Do you think Moses was like, no, I can't do that? Or do you think Moses was like, yeah, I can do that for you? Moses did agree. So Moses told everyone to start working. He's like, okay, everybody, listen up. We got a lot of stuff to do, and we got a lot of stuff to get done. We're going to be building a tent for God, and it's going to be awesome. And let's get rolling with it. So each person had an important job to do. So people began to sew a large blue, purple, and red curtains. So go ahead and get your building blocks. Pretend that they're some curtains. Start building some curtains. Or if you don't have building blocks or anything, just pretend. It's alright. No worries. Okay. And some people built the tent and hung the beautiful curtains. Oh, so now some people are building the tent. So if you do have your building blocks, go ahead and build kind of a tent. I don't know how you build a tent with building blocks, but I'm sure you guys will figure it out. And some built wooden furniture covered with, some built wooden furniture and covered the wood with gold. Oh my goodness, this is a pretty snazzy tent. This isn't no tent that you just bought at the store. This is a tent. This is fancy. So some people made beautiful clothes that had gemstones of gold on them for the priest to wear. My goodness, this tent is being decked out. How are your buildings going? Or whether it's imaginary or with building blocks, how are your buildings going? I hope they're going great. I'm sure they're looking absolutely amazing. So, God told Moses to have the workers build a gold box. So, this is super important. So, God's like, hey, we got to build this gold box. Now, they're going to put something in that gold box. What do you think? Take a guess. What do you think might be put in that gold box? It was something important for sure. It was something that was definitely important. So, it was very important. It was in this gold box. And it's just try to guess. It's a little hard to know what it is if you don't know it. That sentence didn't make sense, but it's okay. But go ahead and take a guess. So the gold box was to hold the 10 Commandments. So to hold the 10 Commandments that God had given Moses on the mountain, on Mount Sinai. And the box was called the Lord's Chest, or also known, I didn't know it was known as the Lord's Chest. This is the first time I'm hearing it. Or not the first time, but they reference it as the Lord's Chest. It can be called the Lord's Chest. But I always heard of it as the Ark of the Covenant. So usually when we're doing stories in the classroom, you'll hear it as the Ark of the Covenant. But it can be called 2 ways, the Lord's Chest and the Ark of the Covenant. So the Lord's Chest, or the Ark of the Covenant, was put inside the big tent. and they called the tent the Tabernacle. So you've probably heard the word tabernacle thrown around here and there. So this is what they were building. They were building a tabernacle, sorry. And the people came to worship God. So it was kind of like a church. And it was a tent too. So you can like move the tent. So it's kind of like a portable church, which is pretty neat. So the people brought God gifts of gold, silver, and spices. So this place is fancy. From the gifts to the structure to everything, we got some top-notch stuff here. So God's people were still traveling through the desert to the land God promised to give Moses. And everywhere the people went, they took the tabernacle with them. That's so cool. So we just built this awesome thing. How are your creations going? Did you finish them while you were listening, or did you pause the video and build them? I wish I could see them right now, but I know for a fact, even without seeing them, that they are absolutely amazing. So we just built this thing, and the cool thing about this tabernacle, it's not a thing, it's a tabernacle, is not only does it have the Ark of the Covenant with the 10 Commandments in it, but it's portable. So it was a place to worship God, and they could just pick it up. I mean, it was a little bit more difficult than just picking it up, but they could gather the stuff up and then just carry it with them, and then they would set up somewhere else, and then they would worship God, and then they would take it down and they would move it. That's so cool. What if our church did that? What if we were just able to like move our church? Be like, okay, we want to go to Florida. I don't know. We want to go to Florida because it's nearby Disney World. Why not? We want to go to Florida, go to Disney World, and we're gonna bring our church with us. And we just like packed up our church and left. How crazy would that be? That would be pretty crazy. But with this tent and with this tabernacle that we built, we can do that. So that is pretty neat. And that's our Bible story for today. And if you see here is a picture of how the tabernacle would have looked like. So you see the gold, and like you got the candles, and right there is the Ark of the Covenant. You got rugs. It is pretty fancy in there, and that's just so cool, so awesome. So there we go. So that is the Bible story for today. I ran through that a little bit quickly. Sorry. I hope you guys stayed with me. I'm like. I'm going crazy the whole day. I've been doing one thing after the other, so hopefully you guys still managed to keep up with me. I know I talk a little fast sometimes. So now we're going to go ahead and move over to the poster piece. There it is. It's where it always is. I don't know why I was like, oh, I wonder where it is. And let me just go ahead and take care of this. Okay. So we have two poster pieces. We have a banner one, and then we also have an oval one, which is super cool. I'm gonna do this one first, the oval one. Let me scoot forward, and it's actually the picture I just showed you of the tabernacle itself. So that is pretty sweet there. So we have that, and this one is gonna go in this poster piece right here. So we have some musical notes, because I'm guessing we're going to be doing stuff with music, because we have a whole bunch of music. I haven't looked at the other lessons for this month, but I'm excited because it has music notes. I love music, and we'll probably be talking a lot about music. So I'm sure they celebrated and sang and danced while they were in the tabernacle. So there you go. That's how you can connect music to this one. So we're going to go ahead. Which note should we put it on? This one's very purple. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on the purple music note here, because it matches, it just goes. So there you go, there is our purple poster note, poster piece. I don't know why I said note. So there we go, we have that, we have our tabernacle there on our music note, and then over, if I can y'all see that? Yes, awesome. So, we have a banner that says offering. So in what we built the temple, we built the tabernacle, but it was also an offering to God, because God was like, hey, can you build this? And we're like, yeah, sure. And they built it as an offering to God, and they also offered things to God while in the tabernacle. So there we go. So we have 5 poster pieces here, and gosh, I'm so sorry. So these are hints for some upcoming stories, but one of them we've already learned. So which one, if you had to take a guess, which one of these were the ones that we learned about today? I don't think it's the one with the sheep. I don't think it's the one, they're building something here, but I don't think that looks too much like a tabernacle. There's the Ark of the Covenant, but the tabernacle's not there. And then down here, it looks like there's 2 guys in prison. So that can't be it. So that only leaves this one right here, which has the tabernacle and the Ark of the Covenant. And that's most likely Moses there. Oh my goodness. I got glue on my leg. It's alright. Okay, we're gonna... Sure, well, no, we'll put it up here. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so there you go. There is our offering to God. So we're going to be having some other words and learning about some other stories, and it'll be really awesome, really fun, and really cool. I'm excited for it. So, alrighty. So now we're gonna move on to, oh my gosh, I looked at the posters, but I didn't even read the verses. What am I doing? So it says, shout triumphantly to the Lord, all the earth. That comes from Psalms chapter 100, verse 1. So there you go. And that does sound like it would be triumphantly just shouting too, but also with music. So it looks like we're going to be, I mean, we always do a lot of praising the Lord, but it looks like we're going to be doing some extra praising the Lord. So, alrighty. Now we're going to go ahead and do the craft. So I kind of goofed. I punched out the craft and it did everything, but I forgot to actually do the craft. So you guys are just going to have to imagine that there's tissue paper here. There's not. I forgot. I'm so sorry. I hope you guys will be able to forgive me. Skip forward a little bit here. Okay, so here, and this craft, it's a little bit weird. The way that they did it, I think you guys will do a much better job at it. So here is our tent for the tabernacle. So this is it, if it's standing up. I did not decorate it. You're supposed to decorate it on the inside. I didn't. I'm so sorry. Please don't attack me. So, and then what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to put tissue paper behind the windows, because right now the windows are just holes. So you would put tissue paper on the windows, and then that way when you look in the tent or you open the tent up, then you can see the light reflecting off of the tissue paper onto the tabernacle itself. But go ahead and be creative with this one, because this is okay, but I'm sure that you guys can think of much better ways to be able to make a tabernacle. It could be your very own tabernacle. It doesn't have to be in a standard tent. I mean, it should be in the shape of a standard tent, but it could have a door, it could have high ceilings, it could have low ceilings, it could be whatever you want. And then as you're crafting, you can remember that they made a tabernacle for God as an offering. Almost like our keyword for the day. Awesome. And then, oh, okay. And then I just almost knocked the lighthouse down. That would not have been good. Okay. So, and this poster over here says the exact same thing as the other one, but we'll still read it again. I forgot before I went over the craft, so whoops, my bad. So we have shout triumphantly to the Lord, all the earth. And that comes from Psalms chapter 100, verse 1. And here you have some kids having a little rock band session here, which is pretty awesome. So, there you go. I'm sorry, I forgot about that. Now we've covered all the posters. I'm not covering it up now. So, now you know what they are, and we'll, of course, go over them again. So, now, we're flying through this, my word. Now it's time for the song of the week. And this one, as close as I could get, this one is Build My Life. And I forget who sang it. I'm so sorry. I need to write it down so I can look at it, because I always forget something with the song of the week, whether it's the song name or the artist name. I'm so sorry. I can't remember. I'm so sorry. But it's Build My Life. It's like, I will build my life upon you, Lord. It has the word build in it. They don't talk about in the song specifically building a tabernacle, but it just talks about building your life on the Lord. Kind of like, I think I might have used this one already, but kind of like for the story of the wise builder and the foolish builder. One built his house on rock and one built his house on sand. We want to build our life upon the Lord and on that sturdy rock. So it's not quite building a tabernacle, but it is building your life on that strong foundation to grow with Christ. So I think, my goodness, I have been flying through this. I think we're done. Dare I say it? I think so. I'm sure I'm forgetting something, but it's okay. If I did and it was important, I'll bring it up in the next one. So we're going to go ahead and say the Lord's Prayer now. You guys know the drill. I'm going to go ahead and say one line, and then you guys are going to go ahead and repeat that line, and it'll be really awkward for me because I can't hear you, but you can hear me. So if you say it right after me, then it'll be just like if we were in the classroom. So, all right, let's go ahead and bow our heads and pray. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. And give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. Amen. And there you go. There is our first August lesson wrapped up for the day, or first classroom corner wrapped up for the first classroom corner wrapped up for the month. There we go. That's what I was trying to say. I hope you guys had fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Next week, I don't know what the story is, but it's going to be awesome. So stay tuned for that. We're going to have more poster pieces. We're going to have 2. That's going to be awesome. And we're going to have a good time, and it's going to be fun. In the meantime, I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I hope you guys are making good choices and staying active. I know quarantine is very, it's very quarantine-y. No one likes it. But, like I said before, right now we're stuck on Noah's Ark. We're in the storm. We don't quite know what's going on, but one day we will be able to be back in the classroom again. We will be able to see our rainbow. So there you go. All right. I love you guys. God loves you too, and I will see you guys next week. All right. Bye.